Pacers, baby. Let's go Neptune.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. Number one, the Pacers.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. To the right side. Here is Cook. 9 points last game. Here's Wembanyama. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Miles Turner.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the field. His impact is amazing. Excellent all around so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Wembanyama. Coming off 31 points last game. Wembanyama on the follow.
And no way anyone's stopping that. If Wemby gets to the ball coming off iron, you know he's going to finish that one.
Halliburton right side. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Halliburton shot 5.
Well, if it ain't broke,
don't fix it. They keep
says
getting in the
it
paint and continue to score consistently.
Vassell, the pass to Cook. Doubled by Halliburton. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Vassell wide open. The rebound by Turner.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton.
That
is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Obi Toppin's checked in for Indiana. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Hurdle, he is checked in for Wembanyama. Jackson comes in for Ball. Murray's checked in for Johnson. And Castle is subbed in for Vassell. And he makes that one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's caught from inside the paint.
Here is Cook. He's covered by Halliburton. Murray outside. Pass to Pirtle. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Walker. And the dunk by Walker.
They want me to trade? That's what you want me to trade? No, man.
On the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the score by Indiana. Here's Castle. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't have it.
Here is Cook, following the score by Miles Turner. Murray scanning the floor. Launches it. Walker with the rebound. Pacers leading by 14. Left side, Halliburton. The kick out to Walker. Back to Halliburton. Here's Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. 11 points for Miles Turner.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here is Pirtle. Nothing on the board. Back to Cook. Here's Castle. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, here's Toppin. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Solid defense. That was a miss.
Here's Cook. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Miles Turner making things happen for Indiana. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Pacers here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Indiana leading by 16 on the floor for San Antonio. They've got Blunt. He's out there with Wembanyama. Johnson is out there with Castle. And it's a Kogi in at the 2. And that one's good. Hachimura.
It's such a plus for Hachimura when he's forcing the defense to defend him behind the arc.
Pass to Blunt. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebound has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First free throw is good. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that goal.
Back to Nembhard. Here's Halliburton, and finished off by Halliburton.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton, not wasting any time or motion.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Knocks it loose. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Castle. To stop the run, and that one is stuffed right through.
And a long windup and strong follow through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Now here is Hachimura. Picked up 27 points in the last one against Orlando.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
San Antonio calls timeout. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at Indiana. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
Right now for the Pacers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable
We were
to shut
two-time
down
running
the middle.
champions.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Now, Vassell, 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here is Hachimura. He's got 6 on the shot clock. Here's Halliburton, and Halliburton slams it in.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, the pass to Blunt, and they get it. That drops nice speed that time from Wembanyama. Blunt's got 5.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Halliburton passes to Barnett, banked in off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. San Antonio also making a switch. Cook's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Vassell outside. Wembanyama with the bounce pass. Vassell kicks to Johnson. Wembanyama outside. And they get it back. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Indiana's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Halliburton for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And he's such an efficient three-point shooter. Halliburton has an outstanding feel for when to fire from deep.
Here is Cook. Hasn't made one yet. Kicks it out to Johnson. Takes a 3. San Antonio again missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And now I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And an NBA Finals rematch tonight, and they're the defending champs. Certainly feeling confident.
2 great teams. This one should be competitive. The whole league will be keeping an eye on this one.
Outside for Halliburton. 1:07 left in the first half. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Hachimura. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Drains the three-pointer.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Passes it to Siakam. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Cook kicks to Vassell. Fires the three. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's tightly guarded. Here's Neesmith. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Neesmith has got 9 points now in the quarter. San Antonio's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Halliburton for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Indiana with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly.
Please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tyrese Halliburton led the way in the first half. He had 16 points and a crazy number of assists. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
They obviously crushed it from deep. They were firing it from every angle and kept hitting the target. I mean, look at the score. Obviously, a lot of things went right for them. That's a big one.
Shaq, what's your take on San Antonio so far?
To be honest, them getting killed on the glass is like this is a little embarrassing. Showing no physicality, a lack of heart. This is when fans start to feel it. Me too. The team doesn't seem to care as much as they don't care. I don't care. I'm out of here.
Halliburton with double-double.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Walker in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And San Antonio shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Outside for Halliburton. Nembhard with it. He's got 6. Pocket 4. Walker. An easy 2 points on the layup. Walker's got the first points in the second half here for the Pacers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Jumps up and finishes off by Walker.
That was too nasty.
You can feel those bucks over here.
Walker's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And Indiana making a change here. Toppin's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Hurdle's checked in. Here is Cook. Still scoreless. Here's Vassell. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Halliburton outside. Gaston Emhart. Stripped away. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And since he entered the league, Vassell's playmaking has really come a long way. He is a solid creator.
Now, here's Halliburton. 16 points for him. Shots good by Turner.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Vassell with it. Emhart covering. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Houston Rockets. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Toppin. There's the triple. Hits it from three-point range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Personal foul.
And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Take a look at the Spurs. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders. But you're right, it's still nice work, considering where they are.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Spurs. Halliburton with the steal. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. He kicks it to Turner. From deep. Here's Walker. It's rebounded by Blunt.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here is Cook. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Good work defensively by Turner.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Stolen away. Nemhard, the pass to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Getting elevated is something Toppin has no problem with. Give him airspace at your own peril.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And there's the pass to Walker.
San Antonio
get a chance to do the NBA leaders in assists. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
Free throw is good by Toppin.
You know, Obi Toppin is known as a high flyer for good reason. He's somebody that really goes after any chance he gets to throw it down. He's dunking it whenever he gets close to that rim.
Barnett, he's checked in for Indiana. Andrew Shamet comes in for Andrew Nemhard. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Blunt. Keegan Murray comes in for Johnson. Okogie's checked in for Devin Vassell. And Castle is subbed in for Cook. Here's Castle. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And here is Shamet. Halliburton outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
6 to shoot. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Pacers ball.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama is checked in. Now, here is Halliburton. 19 points in the game. And Halliburton sneaks it in.
You have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Wembanyama. The Pacers making the shot. And here we go. And here they go. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Toppin. He's been having a nice year. Averaging 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Here's Castle. Here's a Kogi. Murray passes it to Wembanyama. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now, here's Halliburton. 21 points in the game. Count that one from Toppin.
Good effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Castle. To end the drought, Jackson trying to break free. And they'll keep possession. Here's Murray. And it's Barnett with the rebound. Barnett's got 6 rebounds here tonight. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Toppin. Neesmith comes in for Walker. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Now, here's Shamet. Scoreless thus far. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. And they're on the break. Murray outside. Shoots over Shamet. And he's able to get it back. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, defensively, good job. Keep getting back. Transition, we're doing a good job filling the corners. Our spacing and movement, screenings, getting to some good shots. Stay with that.
And Rick Carlisle breaking it down to his team, happy with their approach at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, and it's the hustle. I mean, the areas where they're doing best, that comes from effort. And nothing makes a coach happier than to see that in his team.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got O'Neal. Murray out there with Nurkic. Then it's Castle. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard. Now, here's McConnell. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
O'Neal with it. Neesmith covering. O'Neal drives in. Rebounded by Funk. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
So it's the Spurs now. The Pacers making the shot. Murray, no good.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And the dunk to finish it all.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's a Kogi. High post, Nurkic. Another shot. That's good on the jump shot.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Now, here's Neesmith. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got his third assist on the night. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Castle, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
To the inside, Barnett. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Nurkic. Now, Neesmith. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Here's McConnell following the bucket by the Spurs. Right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And perimeter scoring. I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Murray. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Striking back. Murray wants to be seen as a consistent threat at the arc.
Pass to Hachimura. Fires from deep. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got 5 assists in the game. Knocked away. Inside. Barnett, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. 11 feet away. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Poeltl has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Barnett against Poeltl. Pass to McConnell. In the corner, it's Neesmith. And the Pacers another 3.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's Castle.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Look, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together. Coaches and players.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct just fanning for Flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Pacers. Halliburton comes in for T.J. McConnell. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Cook is checked in for Royce O'Neal. Here's Castle. And the pass to Okogie. Over Neesmith. Murray. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pacers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Tyrese Halliburton.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
That one good for two.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Cook the pass to Okogie. Here's Castle. Spurs passing it around. Really left alone that time.
Murray makes that catch-and-shoot jumper look much easier than it actually is.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Halliburton with it. Yep, that one goes in there.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
To the middle, here's Murray. Back to Cook. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They won this game. Basketball team by 4.
You got to command this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
%, kept them under 40 points. 75%, 71% from 3. Hit all my free throws. 24 fast break points. 56 points in the paint. The bench came off with 50. 36 assists. 5 offensive rebounds. 30 defensive rebounds. 8 steals, 4 blocks. 16 points off 11 turnovers. 12 dunks. Eight points, 7 quarter. 2 points in the third quarter. Lock down D. That's what we're talking about, baby. Got your baby mama score 10. 25 points, 15 boards, 2 steals. So Barnett with the blocks. Got your baby mama squirting. Duncan. Ness. Getting it. Stealing. Finesse. Ski wee. Duncan. Finesse.
Now you take coming home, did you wrong? But when you had that money, you could have put on. And the moment that they put on you, you're gone. Student of the game, I'm just ahead of my class. I'm that, but I never got my head of my. I'm doing good, but I'm ready for bed. catch me frontin', cause I'm used to being second to last. Respect the game. Rule number 1, never count your homie pockets thinking you deserve it. Rule number 2, never trust her for some purses. Rule number 3, say you send that money, you better stop splurging. So when it's all said and done, and you back at the bottom, they gon' treat you like you worthless. Respect the game.
Have a good night, y'all.